what it takes to scale a team in the mortgage broker space. What's going on, guys? Nick Friel here, founder of Media Simplified. We are a mortgage marketing agency that specializes in helping mortgage brokers and loan officers scale from 5 to 10 million all the way up to 10, 20, 40, 50 million in business. We do that using digital marketing, lead generation, and sales S&Ps. So what I'm going to be talking about today is what it takes to scale a team in the mortgage broker space. So regardless of whether you're the broker or just a loan officer or a lender, you need to look at your mortgage business as its own small business. And with any small business, the goal of you, the CEO, is to continuously fire yourself from roles that you should no longer be doing. So you should be replacing yourself constantly. So if what you're doing, today is the same thing you're doing 3 months from now, you're not scaling, you're not removing yourself from any of the workload and allowing yourself to focus on the health of the overall business because you're working inside of your business. Just like with any small business, as a mortgage professional, you should be constantly looking for ways to alleviate yourself from monotonous, repetitive tasks. That means scaling a team of loan officers. That means scaling a team of loan originators. That means putting in technology and systems and processes that are going to help alleviate repetitive tasks for everyone. But if you're not doing that already, you absolutely need to start thinking that way. And how do I start removing myself from tasks that could easily be hired out? 99 times out of 100, as someone in the mortgage space, that means scaling out a team of loan officers to go out and get these deals done for you. That's what we're going to be discussing. How do you do that, right? If you are already good at what you're doing, all you have to do is analyze what parts of the process are so easy that, you could easily hire someone else to do that. So you need to separate that from the things that are critical for you to do and start looking for either people, whether that's online VAs that you can pay a couple dollars an hour, or platforms, technology, solutions to help start taking over some of that monotonous work. From there, you need to start thinking about sales. You need to have loan officers that are going to be constantly kind of pushing your business forward. That's the goal of most people that are trying to scale a team. Obviously, you want to grow a team of people that are hungry, looking to go out and get deals. So what you need to do to scale a team is have a system that they can plug into, and they can see that if I just plug into this system, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to close deals. What you need to be able to give them is a rinse and repeat system. Now, that can be cold emails, it can be text outreach, it can be paid ads, but you need to be able to give them something where they can plug in and get started calling people, getting on the phone, getting on with interested prospects right away, so they're not just twiddling their thumbs and trying to figure out what to do. Even getting a rough draft of that, where you just do 100 cold emails a month and you get 1 or 2 responses. Being able to give them that is better than being able to give them absolutely nothing. So start getting a rough idea of what your overall system looks like, what you need to do to be able to get deals, and you want to be good at it enough where you can actually hand it over to someone and have them take over and know that, you're not setting them up for failure. So that's number one. Make sure you're giving them a system to plug into that they can see they can easily replicate success and become successful themselves. Second thing is going to be how do you find loan officers that are successful? There's different platforms that you can go out and check out. Like MMI is a huge tool we use. You can find out which loan officers and which branches are killing it. You can have conversations. Not everyone's always happy, so you can have conversations with people directly. Or one of my favorite options is you can advertise for them. You can advertise to find loan officers that are, looking to switch companies or looking to find a broker, and you can get on and interview these people, and you can put together a team of killers. I highly recommend using a platform like, Zoom or Google Meet to interview these people, get on with them, make sure they're the right fit for you. And then I highly recommend also getting a video recorder of some sort, whether that's like Vimeo Record or Loom, so that, all the sales processes and all the little nuances, even though you're not in the same room, it'll allow you to kind of get that same synergy by sending videos back and forth and doing, live calls. So those are going to be the top 3 things that you need to do to start scaling a team. It's a simple, rough draft, but that's really where you need to start. It's not nearly as scary once you get going, and you start by laying out a rough draft of everything you're doing and also getting a rough draft of the sales system that you're going to be plugging your team into. So lay out the monotonous tasks that we want to hire out, lay out the critical tasks that only you can do, and lay out the sales system that you're going to plug your loan officers into first. Once you have a rough idea of what that system looks like, you're then going to go out and start trying to find team members. Finding a team is really going to be just a matter of getting out there and getting started. You have Monster, you have career.com, a ton of platforms like that. But in my opinion, the most successful way of finding people is going to be using a platform like MMI, which is going to give you kind of more critical insight, or advertising for them yourself and getting a list going of, potential team members. Step 3, once you have a team of people that you think are going to be good for a future relationship with you, to train them, one of the biggest tools that you can have is doing live meetings, which, after COVID, everybody knows about Zoom and Google Meet and all that, which is great. But I think it's also really important that you get a video recorder like Loom or Vimeo Record that will allow you to share your screen and go over different topics in depth, so that you can send your team, videos that have all the context and everything they need to see without, them being right there in office. So those are the top 3 tips on how to set up a system, go out and start finding team members, and how to best communicate and facilitate that team relationship using some technology. So I hope you take this information and start running with it. Don't just watch it and get excited. Go start laying out a plan. I love putting pencil to paper. No one does it anymore. You'd be surprised how far you can get by just starting to draw things out. So take some action, get a system together, start putting out some feelers, and hopefully by the end of this year, you have a team of killers that's helping you get rich in the mortgage space. My name is Nick Friel, founder of Media Simplified, and we'll see you on the next one.